Welcome to War Thunder with Subdude. How y'all doing today? Well, what you see here on the screen is my basic lineup for what I would consider naval air forces. Even though this is an A-7D, which is an Air Force attacker, it's still basically the same plane in the Navy. The only real difference is up here, right around the landing gear, they add the yoke for the catapult launch. There's some minor differences in the avionics, but nothing really important. They all do the same thing. They put ordnance on target and keep the plane from crashing into the ground. The A4E is, again, one of my favorites for ground attack in air realistic, mind you. I don't play ground forces. Carries a decent bomb load for the size of aircraft. It's maneuverable enough in the short term, not in the long term. It cannot do sustained fighter maneuvers because it just doesn't have enough power. But it gets the job done. The A4B, lovely little plane, love it to death. Not as capable as the A4E, but still can do the job. And then the F-11 F1. Now, you might be wondering why I'm even talking about all this with all these wonderful aircraft and not just flying them into battle and taking heads as I go. Well, number one, I won't fly the F-11 F1 for one reason. I've got 4 free repairs, but I really look at that 21,615 Lion repair cost and I'm like, what is Gaijin thinking? Now, it's a good plane, don't get me wrong. I take it up in custom battles and play around with it, and it does maneuver quite nicely. It fires its guns quite well, and it has a heck of a hammer when it's got 4 sidewinders. Wish they had better sidewinders, but AIM 9Bs is what I got. So that plane kind of sits there, and I really can't use it a whole lot. Next is the A4B. And I really do like this plane a lot. I love to fly it. It's great until you start looking at the rather unrealistic repair cost. And when I say it's unrealistic, it is unrealistic. Because the next plane in line, the A4E, has a lesser repair cost. I don't understand why Gaijin hasn't gone through and adjusted these repair costs for the age of the aircraft involved. Now, I realize there might be some finagling going on because of the battle rating. Here we got a battle rating of 8.7. Here we got a battle rating of 9.0. And again, I still just don't understand it. Here we got 9.0, and it is just absolutely stupid in the amount of money that it costs to repair it. Then you come to the A7D, and I'm looking at that repair cost, and I'm going, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair repair cost for the age of the plane. The A4E, that's okay. This is wrong. This should be much less than what it is. And this should be way lower than what it is. Because if we look at the next plane, the F-8U-2, the Crusader, it's only got a repair cost of $6,435. Not a bad repair cost, considering the plane is about as fragile as anything I have ever seen since the introduction of the A4B, when its wings would shatter no matter what you did. Well, pretty much the same thing with the Crusader. The Crusader falls apart at the drop of a hat. It's a interceptor slash dogfighter. And it can't do either. Well, it can do the interceptor part as long as it doesn't have to maneuver. But once you get up above about 400, 450 miles an hour, any hard maneuvering you do, you might as well kiss your butt goodbye, because you are going to rip the wings. That's not fun. And the only saving grace at this point is that low repair cost. I want to fly this plane. And until the wings get fixed and it doesn't tear itself apart, I really can't fly this plane. I'm stuck having to fly this plane, which I don't mind. I like flying it. But it ends up going against planes that are, well, considerably faster and well outside of its wheelhouse. I want to fly all of these planes. And right now, there's two of them that I really feel comfortable flying. One of them that's okay to fly, and two of them that are just absolutely out of the question. Now, it seems like Gaijin has done this problem before. When they put choose a crew, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go, guess we're going here. When Gaijin put the Demon into the lineup, the Demon was, its flight model was so borked. It was absolutely insane to take it up. Some people were going, I didn't have any problem flying it. Well, I did. The thing wallowed all over the sky. Would not settle up. Would not fly straight. Everything was going the wrong direction on it. And it was just visually disconcerting to fly the plane. Now, it's gotten better. But again, here we go with another obscene repair cost. 18,000, basically 19,000 lions to repair this plane if you get shot down. It's not worth it. Especially if we're using AIM-9Bs. AIM-9Bs are not all that as far as weapons go. They're okay, but they're not all that. If this plane was given the Sparrows that it's supposed to have, also, it could carry 2 Sparrows and 2 AIM-9s. It could carry 4 AIM-9s. It could carry 4 Sparrows. If we get those weapons, yeah, I can see flying it, but that repair cost is still way too high. That repair cost should be right around the 9,000 mark. And I'd say that the repair cost of the F-11F should be down around the 9,000 mark also. The F-8U, once they get it fixed and working properly, yeah, right around the 9,000 mark. Maybe 10,000. But right now, none of the naval fighters are worth taking up into the sky. I I've taken the F-8U up a couple of times, and again, my biggest complaint with the F-8U is the fact that the wings are so fragile, it will snap them in a heartbeat. I can't tell you the number of times that I've just snapped them, and that's in custom battles. When there doesn't cost me anything, and it just snap, 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 and it's like you've got to fly the thing like eggshells. It's just absolutely fragile. Now, the same problem happened with the A4B. When the A4B first came out, it was so fragile in the wings that it would snap them. Just like that. You could not make two keyboard maneuvers at the same time. You couldn't hit full elevator and an aileron at the same time, or you'd snap the wings. They would just be gone that quick. And you'd be rotating out of control, coming down to crash. They've since gotten it a little bit better under control, but the F-8U is nowhere even close to that at this time. It is just as beautiful as the plane is. I cannot guarantee that you will not snap the wings, and honestly, I do not recommend flying it in anything but custom battles until Gaijin fixes the flight model or the damage model. I think that would probably be more along the lines, the damage model. All right, this Subdude signing out. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. We'll catch you in the sky in air realistic on the good maps, of which Gaijin really does need to make some more good maps. Take care, folks.